Dan here, aspiring comedian from London. Right, I wanted to cover a quick topic today. I've had come up quite a couple of times now, and spoke to a lot of other comedians about it. A couple of us were trying to, like get bigger in the game, and yeah, it's come up a bit. So recently, another comedian tried to, cancel me because they didn't like the content of my jokes. Now, like, look, I can, fuck's sake, try again. Right. Hey everyone, Daniel here, comedian in London, aspiring, trying to get bigger and better on the game. I just wanted to cover a quick topic in comedy. I've had with a couple of my other comedian mates, and it comes up quite frequently, in particularly in London. Now, recently, I've had another comedian, a you know, a how do I describe? I won't describe him. Trying to cancel me because they didn't like the content of my jokes. Now, the topic is, can you joke about anything? And should you joke about anything? Now, I can name a few comedy nights in London, which, they are proud to say they have zero tolerance to any ism jokes, where, you can't joke about sex, race, religion, sexuality, gender, and all that other crap. But if you make a joke about it, they'll cut your mic, kick you off the stage, and they will never allow you back again. I know it's serious, people. Now, my opinion is, these are what we now classify as safe spaces, which apparently, some people in society they need, where they all like to sit around, compliment each other, funny jokes, happy jokes, good time. How great are they? But you know what? Heck, it's their night. They can do whatever they want, and a comedian can choose whether they want to gig there. Um, the issue is, guys, there's so many comedians out there at the moment. They're fighting for stage time. I'm worried, will they sell their integrity? Just, the 5 minutes on stage, the fear of not being liked and stuff. Now, my take is, and I thought long and hard on it, and up and coming, I can see both sides of the fence. Guys, the world's crap right now, wherever you are. Life has got harder for us mere mortals, and no one wants to go out and spread hate. No one does. None of us. Well, hopefully, none of us. We are dicks at the core, and unfortunately, if you are on stage with a microphone, people are listening to you and your opinions, and you're hoping that people aren't going to take your word as gospel and they know something's a joke, but the general public's intellect can be quite scary. Now, in comedy, there is something called punching down, where a demographic is considered protected and you shouldn't joke about them. Now, okay, you can't joke about certain types of people. You're not allowed to. But, my opinion is this is bullcrap. If you're saying you can't make a joke about a race, a religion, sexuality, gender, blah, 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 you're saying that demographic needs protection. I mean, who are you? Who are you to say they're protected? This white knight crap, who needs to protect them? Or are you saying they need to be protected? Now, I remember being called out for my Muslim joke, which wasn't even that bad. And, the anarchy. But they were fine with my fat joke, my COVID jokes, my deceased nan jokes, my football hooligan jokes, my gay jokes, my trans jokes. All of that was fine. But they chose that one topic to say, no, 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 you can't joke about that. God, look, I always have to revert back to him. He's a legend. He's one of my heroes, Ricky Gervais. You know, his statement, you can joke about whatever the hell you like. And some people won't like it. And they'll tell you they don't like it. They will tell you. I'll get people in the comments here right now saying if you joke about something, you're a certain person. But guys, that's up to them. But it's also up to you as the comedian whether you give a crap or not. So, it's a good system. And I could not agree. I agree 100% with this. It's a lot easier. I will say now, it's a lot easier when you're fully established and no longer have to listen to the gatekeepers of this world. People out here getting gigs cancelled, shunned in the community, Or even, I mean, there's that saying, isn't there? There's like, a joke so good, HR want to hear it Monday morning. I mean, you know, people are out here losing their jobs. So comedians, you know, don't sell your souls, but also be safe out there. Like, my opinion is this: you can joke about whatever you want. There is no such thing as punching down. You have the right to say whatever you want. But, but the audience have the right to think you're a wanker. Okay? Now, if they don't like it, they'll let you know. Do not listen to any other comedian, promoter, or gatekeeper in this industry. Listen to the audience. End of the day, regardless of what people say, in my opinion, the audience are judge, jury, and executioner. If they laugh, they laugh. If they don't, they don't. But if you can make people feel good for even 5 minutes, it's your duty to do it. Okay? But if they do a joke and you don't, and they don't laugh, you know, maybe rewrite the joke. Look at how you delivered it, or consider, you know, you're playing in front of you're not playing in front of your crowd. Because, be honest, not everyone is going to have the same sense of humour. We've learned that one the hard way. Now, you know, guys, that's just my opinion. Okay, you know, look, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and if you like these videos or want to listen to upcoming comedians, please, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. You know, it goes a long way for a channel that's trying to grow. And also, if you are in the UK and you are looking for a good open mic comedy scene in the UK where free comedy runs free, you know, please do it in the comment section below. Also, I can always refer you to a good night around you where if you're up for a good laugh. All right, cheers, guys. See you on the stage. Much love. Bye.